Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. I am Red Melissa, and this is Morning Sip. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. My mission is to give spiritual inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, please reach out to me. You can send me a direct message on Instagram, on Facebook, and we could set up some time to talk. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. It's good to see you. Pamela, it's good to see everyone joining in on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And we are streaming live today on New Thought Media Network. So, welcome, everyone. We are wrapping up our No Complaints series. How are you all doing with no complaining? No complaining. If you at minimum you have heightened your awareness of when you are in complaint, I'm happy about that. Even if you don't complain as much as you used to, I'm very happy about that. If you recognize complaint from other people and don't engage in it with them, kudos for you. Kudos for you. So we make progress. And how do we make progress? We make progress by practicing. And what we made a commitment to practicing for the rest of January is no complaining. So today is January 31st, the last day in January. So you'll know where I'm going with this, right? The opportunity to keep it going. No complaints in February. No complaining. Because now you practice. You practice for at least 5 or 6 days already. And so now you got the gist of it, right? So now we could go in February stronger, more determined, more focused, more intentional, with no complaining. No complaining. So today is also National Backwards Day. Did y'all know there was such a thing? Today is National Backwards Day. And what this reminded me of was when my girls were little. Maybe they were in like elementary, like kindergarten, first grade, somewhere around there. And they would come home from school and I would say, we're going to have backwards day, right? And so instead of dinner food, we would have breakfast food and they would love it. So we would have grits and eggs and they would love it. Pancakes, French toast, whatever, the typical traditional breakfast foods. And they always got a kick out of it. And then sometimes they would come home and say, oh, mommy, could we have backwards day? And I would be like, sure, babies, we have backwards day. So never knowing that there was actually a National Backwards Day on January 31st, today. So the intention of the day is to provide an opportunity to reverse our ways, reverse our direction. And I'm going to add on to this, to reverse negative thinking, to reverse limiting beliefs, to reverse all of those things, right, that get in the way of us expressing fully and completely the truth of who we are. And so, what a perfect day for the conclusion of our No Complaints series on National Backwards Day. I love that. I love that. So, I want to remind everyone basically the definition that I really would love for you all to hold on to for complaint is habitual grumbling. Habitual grumbling. It makes me laugh so much. Habitual grumbling, because I was on the phone yesterday with somebody and they were habitually grumbling about something that happened like 10 years ago. And at some point, I just couldn't help myself. And I started laughing. And she said, "What is so funny?" I said, "Girl, you grumbling about something that happened 10 years ago." And then she started laughing. And then we were able to move on. So, habitual grumbling, that's the definition for complaining. And the origins, remember, is to beat. So it's like beating something to death, right? With your yay, 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 yay about it, right? So let us remember that. And then let us remember that complaining is something that the ego thrives in. The ego thrives in complaint. The ego thrives in making people wrong so you could feel like you are right. The ego thrives in feeling superior to others. And so when we complain, that is the energy that we are engaging in. It's not, it's significant. It's energy that we are putting out, emitting and attracting. Emitting and attracting. Who wants to be a magnet for complaints? I don't. I don't want to be a magnet for complaints. I want to be a magnet for the ever expanding good that the universe has for me and that is unfolding through me right here and right now. And when we complain, we block that. Because the good is coming. It goes, wait a minute, what is that energy? That energy doesn't feel like my energy. That energy is not a match for my energy. What? Deflect, deflect, abort, abort, abort the mission. And there goes good going right by you because you're in that low vibration of complaint, right? So let us also be on guard that gossiping is a complaint, right? Now, what is not a complaint is setting boundaries and enforcing your boundaries. What is not a complaint is owning your truth, giving your truth a voice. That is not a complaint. It's all about the intention, the energy, and what you bring to it. So I think we can all recognize when we are in complaint. Until you're already in it, you recognize it, you become aware, and you can reverse it, right? You can reverse it. So yesterday we talked about the 3 filters that we can use to support ourselves before we even open our mouths to say something. We could use these 3 filters. Is it true? Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And what I add to that is it mine to do? Is it mine to say? Is it mine to say now? And if it's not, then I don't. If it's not true, then I don't say anything. If it's not necessary, then why even go there? Right? So those are the 3 filters. And this is credited to Rumi, is credited to Socrates, is credited to a whole bunch of people. But is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And the 4th I would add is it mine to say? So today, as we wrap up, I was thinking about the 30-day mental diet, which we will be wrapping up this Tuesday. And one of the days that I recently read a couple of days ago kept like playing over and over in my mind. And so this morning I went back and reread day 21, using the power of love. Because that's really up for me right now in this world that we are experiencing right now, and the things that are happening by people. Love keeps coming up for me in a very strong way. So I went back to using the power of love. And this one section reminded me of what happens when we complain, when we are in that energy of complaint, when we are in that low vibration of complaint. So I want to share this with you, and shout out to all my 30-day mental dieters out there. If you want to reread day 21, using the power of love, it is under the mental aspect. So that's perfect, right? Willis Kinnear, who wrote the book, says, equally obvious is the effect of a lack of love on the way you think. The effect of the lack of love on the way you think. When hatred and animosity instead of love fill your mind, there is turmoil, confusion, and lack of constructive thinking. When intense dislike is uppermost in your thought, it becomes an obsession that dominates everything you do and say in a negative manner. Now, we can apply that right now. I apply that to what's happening in the world right now. What happens in the world almost all the time, y'all, to be honest. And when I read, when intense dislike is uppermost in your thought, it becomes an obsession and dominates everything you do and say in a negative manner. We can substitute intense dislike for complaining. So let me read it this way. When complaining is uppermost in your thought, it becomes an obsession and dominates everything you do and say in a negative manner. That is what complaining do. When you're in complaint, you are obsessed, right? It's a habitual grumbling. You are obsessed. It is dominating everything. You can't think about anything else. Even after it's over, you are still thinking about it. You're in the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda lives in complaint. So, love is the answer to all things. Gratitude will shift your energy, take you out of your headspace, and drop you into your heart. So if you find yourself in complaint, you have tools that you can use. Don't wallow in complaint. Don't lay down in complaint. We have the tools to reverse it. So on this backwards day, let us reverse the effects of complaining and complaints in the universe, in this world. Let's just start here. Here. We can reverse it here, right where we are. Wherever you are in the world, you can reverse the negative effects of complaining by choosing love, by choosing love, by choosing to use the power of love. That's what we get to do. That's what we consciously choose to do. I know my congregation of joy chooses to use the power of love. Yes. So, who's with me? Continuing, no complaining for the month of February. I know I'm in good company. Let me know. Let me know. So that is, let me see if I want to say anything. Let me finish reading this paragraph. So when complaining, I'm dropping in complaining, is uppermost in your thought, it becomes an obsession and dominates everything you do and say in a negative way. He goes on to say, on the other hand, a mental attitude of love permits of orderly and constructive processes of thought. Dissatisfaction with your present state of affairs can urge you on to greater achievement. But when you permit this dissatisfaction to grow into hatred, then you will find that your thinking is so distorted that creative endeavors is impossible. So complaining distorts our thinking. We don't see straight, we don't think straight, we are outside of our right mind, and we have everything that we need within us to reverse that, to return home to love. Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, who's with me? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Who's with me? Continuing on our no complaint journey for February. And you can take it one day at a time, y'all. One baby step at a time. You can say, Red Melissa, for February 1st, I'm with you. No complaining, no complaining. Then when February 2nd comes, you decide. What do you want to do? Do you want to use the power of love? Or do you want to just be in distortion? It's up to you. It's up to you. So let me check in with y'all and then we'll get into some joy news. Yes. Good day, Linda. It's good to see you. Breathing in joy and delight. That's right. That's right. I love that, Linda. Finding something to celebrate helps me shift my mind when it slips to complaint thoughts. That's good. Find something to celebrate. I love that. Yes. On this backwards day, Stacy, we can reverse limiting thinking. Yes, 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 we can. Good day, good day. Yes, Ron, no gossiping, no time for any of that. Bonnie, is also good if you're going to complain. Wait 10 minutes and see if you still wanted to complain. So, yes, stop, pause, take a deep breath, get yourself present again. Slowing things down is a powerful tool that we get to use in all situations. Slowing things down has gotten me out of many a pickle. So slow it down, say nothing, get present. Thank you, Bonnie, for that reminder. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. We're taking a spiritual pause. And I know Stacy is with me. Yes, we're going into February. Imaja, I see you on Instagram. She is down. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. We got who we got. I know many more of you are with me. You just did indicate it. That's fine. That's fine. Just do it. Just be about it. All right. All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news for the weekend. We are entering into our theme for February, which I am so excited about at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director. We are entering our February theme, which is prosperity is a love language. Prosperity is a love language. So that came to mind because of the book, The Five Love Languages. Anyone read that? It was all the craze a number of years ago. What's your love language? Well, prosperity is my love language. Hello. So that is our theme for February. And this Sunday, 10:30 a.m., you could join us for virtual service on Zoom. Go to rocklandcsl.org, click on Sunday service, and you will find the Zoom link on that page. My message this Sunday is the principles of prosperity. I am prosperous. That is the number one principle of prosperity that we get to know and actualize. I am prosperous. Affirm that. Declare it, command it, invoke it, invite it, know it, and be it. I am prosperous. So join me on Sunday for that message. Let's see. Also on Sundays at 10:30, we also have the other sip, which is Sunday in Praise, where I share a inspirational message with you so you can join me or catch the replay of it. And a little sneak peek into next week so that you're prepared. So next week, we will be doing, I want to pull this up actually. I want to pull up the flyer for this to show you because we got something wonderful happening for our community cafe. So one of the things that we do at Rockland CSL every Wednesday at 7 p.m., we do something called the community cafe. It's open and free. And every now and then, we started this last year with the Big Leap book study. This Wednesday, for every Wednesday in February, we will be doing another book study, Dare to Prosper, which is a book written by Catherine Ponder. It is a really, let me take this down. It's a really short book, to the point, and it is an opportunity for all of us to get into right relationship with prosperity. So some of the questions that I asked are, will 2025 be the year you transform your relationship with money? Are you rooted in the truth that prosperity is your divine heritage? Are you willing to commit to practical applications to enhance living a prosperous life? So that is the journey that we go through with Dare to Prosper. We even create a master plan for our prosperity. So join us Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, you could go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link. There's no registration necessary. It's free. All you need to do is show up, be open, read chapter 1 of the book before the class on Wednesday, because we're going to talk about chapter 1 of the book. Okay? Again, Dare to Prosper, Catherine Ponder. Get it now so you're ready on Wednesday. Okay? All right. So that's happening next week. Also in February, a sneak preview for our next full moon meditation. You can put it on your calendars now. That is on February 12th after our book study. So we have our book study from 7 to 8. And then we have our meditation with the moon on February 12th at 8:30. So please join me for both. That's going to be a wonderful Wednesday. Also, I am thrilled to be participating in the 64 Days of Nonviolence Daily Meditation Series that is being hosted by New Thought Media Network. The new meditations upload daily at 6 a.m. Yesterday was Reverend Celeste Frazier. It is a wonderful way to start your day. So I'm doing one of the days as well. I'm not sure which day it is yet, but I will let you know. So you can go to New Thought Media Network's YouTube channel and watch the meditations and participate in the meditations. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for doing this wonderful thing that recognizes nonviolence and peace in the world. And it is to honor Gandhi and Dr. King. So the 64 days is the days between the assassination of Dr. King and Gandhi. That is what those 64 days are comprised of. Um, let's see. I should say the death of Gandhi. Um, okay. The last thing I want to share is I will be starting the next cohort of group spiritual life coaching. So if you are interested in working with me in a small group of 8, send me a direct message, reach out to me, let me know, and I will add you to the list. Once I get 8 people, the group will be closed. We start on February 18th, 6 weeks ending March 25th. The cost is $55 per week. The commitment is 6 weeks. The $55 per week for new clients and $35 per week for current and returning clients. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me in spiritual life coaching for your support, you could reach out for me. I have a couple of slots open for one-to-one coaching, and we could talk about the particulars. All right? All right, everybody. Have a wonderful today. Have a wonderful backwards day. Reverse something. Reverse what is no longer serving you. Reverse it. Reverse complaining and instead be in the energy of love. Use the power of love instead of complaining. Take a moment and pause. Gather yourself. Ask yourself those 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it needed? Is it kind? Ask yourself those 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? And is it for me to say? Is this mine to do? Right? So happy, no complaining. I will see you hopefully on Sunday. Have a wonderful, wonderful you. And your qualities, don't forget about we are working our qualities every single day, affirming them, writing them out. You decide how many times you want to write out your quality. One of my qualities is grace. I am grace. I am grace. I am grace. 3 times. You get to decide the number. The point is to be consistent because you have made a commitment to experience, to express, and to embody your qualities more fully in 2025. And if you want to get in the game, put your quality in the comments and I will add you to the list. All right? All right, everybody. I will see you soon. I love you. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.